Therefore, Austria, what you can see and feel if you move here, it's quite a rich country. It's in the middle of Europe, therefore 8 bordering countries. So you can travel to other countries in Europe very easily. As you will see, within one day you could cross 4 or 5 other countries. So even by train, you don't even need a car. So that works pretty well. And yeah, it's quite a rich country. We are the 13th richest country in the world. So there's a high GDP, and you will see this in the way how you live and work here, because you will have highest quality of living. And the main capital, Wien or Vienna, is something that you might know. You've heard of Vienna, and it's where a lot of our talents land, where they will work in Vienna or the surrounding areas. Also, the international community is mostly based there. But Austria has a lot of mountains, there are a lot of villages. So even if you move here, it could also mean that you live in a smaller village, depending on your interest or also where the job opportunities arise. Cost of living, very important. When you come to Austria, what we always make sure is that you have a fixed work contract and you know where you will work, how many hours it will take, and therefore you will know how much you need to cover your living expenses. But the first month, usually when you arrive, you need to cover this first month until you get your first salary. So to get a bit of understanding, I will give you some data now, but whenever you move here, you should always check this up on the internet or with ChatGPT first. But housing prices will always be around 500 to 600 euro minimum. If you need a big apartment, you want to bring your family, you should calculate more than 1,000 euro. Utilities for electricity and such and water is about 200 euro, and internet about 25 euro. Those are average supermarket prices that you can see here. This is of course much higher than you know it in your country, but of course as well the salary you will earn here is much more. And also you can see of our testimonials on our website and our social media, we have many people that move from different countries, up to 17 different nationalities, from India, from Brazil, from Mexico, from Tunisia, from Morocco. So many people moved here and they are able to work, to live well in Austria with their salary as a worker. So that's one of our highest standards, that you come here and really have a good life and don't have to struggle. Here you can see some examples of restaurant and leisure prices. So how much will it cost you if you want to go for a beer in a restaurant? How much does the gym cost, and such things. Everything that I'm sharing here will also be shared with you afterwards as a presentation. So you can really analyze and have a deep dive on all of those topics. Here's some topics about prices for railway and other clothing and such. And typical food. You will see things like schnitzel, which is a veal or pork baked out in bread. We have different type of dumplings. We have sweet dishes like the Kaiserschmarrn or the Apfelstrudel. Usually it's that you always have a piece of meat and then a lot of carbs. Because why? In Austria, we are usually a country of farmers. A lot of workers who lived on the farm, who worked on the farm. Therefore, you can see this in our culinary. That's usually food that tries to give you a lot of energy if you have to work hard. And you can, of course, taste this in restaurants and everywhere you go, or maybe you even will learn how to cook some of it on your own. Very important, Austria has 4 seasons throughout the year. So, which means it's not just sunny and summer all day. We also have a winter, which now in November gets cold. You might have 5 degrees. In January, it can even fall below 0 degrees. So if you work also in a blue collar job where you have to work outdoors, remember that you will move to a country that is considered cold. Summers nowadays are quite pleasant, also in spring, which usually starts around April and May, but make sure about that. If you come here and you decide you want to move to the middle of Europe, specifically to Austria, and then you will be facing also this, for some people might be a hardship. Maybe you get also used to it. Just important to know that.